Okay, this is Eric Linwood back with more self-elevated EDF/spring power universal exoskeleton armor updates. And I did the arms. I put the greaves on the new 2-axis elbow arm. Got it clipped in the exoskeleton with the quick release. Still got to put some paint on it. But yeah, I'm basically bending that arm backwards right now. That tell you how flexible it is. But I got the greave steel plate on there. I'm thinking about double plating it, putting unbolting it and cutting another plate almost in the same shape but smaller. That way it'll have a dimension to it, like a double stack, and it'll offer me more protection without adding that much weight. But I went on and put it together now to see what I'm working with. Plus it's like 1 o'clock in the morning and I'm running my grinder. I had to quit, but I went on and did that anyway. But all in all, it's looking pretty good. I know you're like, oh man, put the suit on. I know I ain't put the suit on yet because I'm still doing stuff to it. I want it to work perfect, function. I'm gonna get to the aesthetic later for it's making it look more revealing or more like marketable. I don't know, whatever term you want to use, but in general, it's gonna look a lot nicer for as a finished product. But like I said, I really want to do a lot of those design changes for us, making it look nicer. If I can get on the manufacturer's level for it's like CNC machines, things of that nature. Like I said, right now I'm more worried about function, getting the full exoskeleton functioning. And like I said, I'm going with no power, so I don't have to rely on batteries. Still got the spring joints in there. Well, another thing I was trying to think about doing, so I got the double jointed hips, double jointed knees. Wanted to do a double jointed ankle too, just to get a little bit more support out the system, and a little bit more kickback. Now, mind you, that I can easily just unbolt it from the belt right here, and I could transfer this upper extremity to either leg I want, whether it's the heavy duty over there, or whether it's the EDF legs, or whether it's even the excuse me, wipe my camera for a bit. Whether it's just the lightweight legs. But I do have another leg design. It offers a lot more protection than even the heavy duty one. But like I said, I want to get into more lighter materials and CNC machine. And plus, that's something that an idea I want to keep to myself. Some of the ideas, like I said, I'm keeping some stuff to myself, because it's gonna it can make or break what I'm doing for is anybody else getting a hold to those different design aspects. But in general, for the full mobility and the flexibility and the fact that it's elevated and offer protection, that's what I'm working on more. And then, like I said, you got to take in mind that, like I said, with the work I'm doing on the soft suit, especially because I want to rebuild the whole soft suit, the upper extremity and the legs. But like I said, once I go do that with the Kevlar legs, soft suit pants, and then the Kevlar upper extremity with Kevlar on the arms, not just in the vest. And plus, that's, like I said, that vest with that soft suit, it's got a steel plate in the back and aluminum plate in the front. I mean, the soft suit alone stops pretty much any pistol rounds that you're gonna throw at, especially in the back. I mean, you can, oh my God, with that steel plate and that Kevlar. Like I said, the Kevlar itself already ready to stop most handguns. Then I couple it with that steel plate that, like I said, I done shot that steel plate, 45s, 9mm, 22s, 12 gauge buckshots, 12 gauge burn. Only thing I hadn't tried on that steel plate is the slugs. And then the AR will barely penetrate that steel plate that I got in the back. But like I said, I got Kevlar. And then you got to think about it. It's got an exosuit stacked on top of all that. And then on a manufacturer standpoint, if I was to do the Kevlar as the padding with the AR steel plate in the soft suit and do like AR steel back plate on the exoskeleton or a titanium plate, if I do AR, like I say, I do an AR grade steel plate, not even titanium, because the titanium actually a little stronger. They just do the AR steel because it's cheaper, but the titanium is actually better. If I was to use the titanium, the back plate alone on the exosuit would be stopping the AR rounds before it even get to the AR plate that's in the soft suit, letting not even touch the Kevlar. That's what I'm saying. When I build a suit to spec, the way I want it on the design on the for the manufacturer standpoint, you're basically in the main, especially in the main kill areas, you're gonna need in a range of like a 308 bigger armor piercing rounds is where I'm getting at. Like I said, it's just like I said, this is the design right now. I'm working out all the little bitty knick-knack things. And then, like I said, that way when I get to that process where I want to say, hey, let's make a working prototype for us on a manufacturing standpoint that you can market, is going to be something, like I said, that's out of this world. But in general, it's going to be what I want. Like I said, I didn't want to also get into, like I said, I talked to the military. Last time I talked to them, they told me basically, go work for a company, go work for the government, do that type thing. And the thing is, like I said, okay, I was like, okay, well, if I do go with a company, I want to make sure that, like I said, I can have myself, my exosuit, where I want it to head to a manufacturer standpoint, to look into like mass production and things of that nature. And also I was talking to the Marine also when I was doing my Facebook stuff before I started Google, and he was saying, oh, well, and it's just how the military works. And for as any, I don't care, big companies but like I said, most of the military is basically, you can have a good idea, you can have the best exoskeleton armor on the planet, but the government and the military standpoint, they're going to want you to be able to mass produce it. So a lot of companies get contracts by default because they have bigger facilities. It's not necessarily they got bigger or better projects or better armor or better airplane or better tank. It's the military looks at more than that. They want to say, okay, yeah, you can build this badass tank, but can you give me 10,000 of them by this date? So that's what I was running into, those roadblocks too, also for as having the facility to mass produce. And that's why the Marine also was saying, hey, if you build a good enough exoskeleton, hey, the military might not just buy right off, but hey, you can go to a company, and if you got a good enough prototype, and they'll hire you. And that's what the step that basically that I'm having to take, or basically been told to take by even the uppers, to, like I said, go DARPA, get a government job, or like I said, go to a company so they can actually manufacture it and have that backing. That's why I've been telling people, it's not like I said, it ain't that I don't have good designs, and that what I'm doing don't show merit or won't work. Is that basically if I want to get the contracts that I'm looking for, I gotta have the facilities or a company to back me in that venture. So that's another reason why when all the extra stuff, when the relationship stuff start, that I'm like, hey man, cool that out. Nobody have time for that. Trying to make a way for my kids, that type of nature. So other than that, I just be chilling and just trying to just do my work and avoid all the drama. And besides that fact, on some notion, it just motivates me to say, hey, oh yeah, because I'm one of the type of people that be like, oh yeah, you don't think I can? I'll show you I can. I mean, but like I said, still having to show restraint, because like I said, I can't just chunk everything out there, because you got a million companies out there, and it's very competitive right now, especially this armor stuff. Very competitive. I mean, you talk about engines, new materials, technology for its robotics, jetpack. Those are very, very high value commodities in the military world, in the security world, and rescue, stuff like that. So people are battling for big contracts and things of that nature. Money's being pushed around to shove other people out of the way, that type of thing. So it's very competitive. I mean, you talk to some of the people like Char Heshby, he'll tell you yourself that even he works with different manufacturers and they won't let him show different stuff because it's literally that competitive. Hence why you can't find a lot of exoskeletons on there. Some of the exoskeletons out there, it's some good stuff, but they're not showing you. And then a lot of them, the reason they're not showing you because they'll build an exoskeleton, and like some of them don't have the balls to do what I'm doing. Be like, hey, show you an exoskeleton, and then like, oh well, I need to fix this, this, and this, and build a new prototype. They're just, when you see some of those companies where they have a new car, a new exoskeleton, a new tank, you saying, oh yeah, that's them and they got this. You're not realizing those people done ran through 20 prototypes, $20 million worth of R&D and everything just to get to that process. Working with a team of like 50 to 100 people, shoot, 3-4 different companies, even 10, 20 different manufacturers working in together to build one suit. So like I said, it's a massive undertaking is what I'm taking on, and that's another thing you will have to take in mind. But this is Eric Linwood, and I'll be back with you with more self-elevated EDF/Spring Power Universal Exoskeleton Armor updates. And like I said, just more fine-tuning and more tweaking. And basically, I'm working my way up to a suit up. You have a good day, night, or evening.